Today, on Starfield Essentials, I review a free mod that works with or without the Genesis mod list. This is Star Wars Deserter by Patient Wave, available on Nexus mods. I'll give an overview of the mod, warnings, and my conclusion. My name is Richard. Let's get started. Overview. You have two options for playing this mod. At the moment, both require a PC, but that might change. The first option is to add the mods to a vanilla Starfield game and not go full Star Wars. To do that, you need the following: New Coruscant Early Access, specifically the New Coruscant Asset Loader plugin, Star Wars Resources, Blasters, Star Wars Resources, NPCs and Props, Star Wars Tatooine, and Star Wars Mos Eisley. At the time of writing, the Deserter mod itself and the New Coruscant Asset Loader plugin are not available on Creations. There's no technical reason for those mods to not be on Creations. If there is demand, perhaps the modders will add them to the Creation system. The second option is to go full Star Wars and play the Genesis conversion kit. Deity Venji recently released version 8.5, which I used. Installation has gotten easier with the introduction of a new EXE-based system, but it's still complicated. Follow every step to the letter. If you complete this process, the Deserter mod and all dependencies are included. In some ways, the Deserter mod is a good Mission Zero for Star Wars Genesis. Depending on how you play, there will be no combat. For a level 1 character, that's a good way to start playing the game. The only problem with doing Deserter as your first mission is that the default ship, which is really cool, is limited to a 15 light-year jump distance. The jump from Pantora to Seleucami, unfortunately, is over 17 light-years. This means you need to upgrade your ship's grav drives so that you can reach the planet where all the action occurs. I pretended that my character got a loan, and I added 10,000 credits to my inventory via console command. Then, I swapped out the original NG-160 hyperdrive, which has a 15 light-year jump distance, for a Helios 100 with an 18 light-year jump distance. That cost 6,150 credits. Now I was ready for the main mission. There's a slate in the New Atlantis UC Security Building, or the Coruscant Imperial Security Office. It offers a job, but you have to go to the mast building to meet with an Imperial Security Bureau officer to accept it.
If you have a complaint, citizen, take it up with Imperial Security.
He asked me to find a cell of Imperial deserters on Seleucami. In the original game, Seleucami is Nicola 5, and its moon Joss is Androphon. Aside from increasing the brightness and enabling controller support, I'm playing with the default options for Star Wars Genesis. As you can see, Deity Venji prefers this view when talking to NPCs. It lets me get a look around the ISB office during the dialogue. For this mod, I created a bounty hunter character using the default new game options. After getting orders, I visited the settlement on Seleucami and met my first villager, Mira.
You're not from around here. Folks don't just wander this far out without a reason. So, what's yours? Ah, well, in that case, yes it is.
Next, I met Lou, an apprentice trader.
Oh, hi. Haven't seen your face around here before, and I remember them all. You, looking for fruits? Meats?
After speaking with Lou, I found Tav, who, appropriately, works in the tavern. Haha, get it?
And I might have answers for you. The one constant in the Outer Rim is change. The only thing I can tell you for certain is that the galaxy is at war. And war never changes. Let me ask you something now. The Empire. What do you make of it? So it would seem. Although, there were some who said the same before, in the time of the Republic. Where are they now, I wonder?
Finally, I met Dom. Along the way, I got to take in this awesome scenery.
An outsider in my settlement. Something that seems to be happening more often lately. Tell me, why are you here? Hidden. We're just careful. Careful keeps us alive.
question is, why does that bother you? In charge? No. We work together. A farm. One that you are a guest on. Everyone here had lives before this place. That's because he is my brother, and we are clones.
Eventually, the quest prompted me to find evidence of desertion, as directed by the ISB handler. Along the way, I had a chance to grab some loot from the villagers. This is a decent way to get some credits to pay back that loan you took for your grav drive upgrade. Yes, that was my cat. I had to decide how to handle whatever evidence I found and report back to the handler.
You're back. Good. Really? So, this is what you have for me. You searched and found nothing. In other words, you failed completely at doing what we contracted you to do. You would be wise to walk away now, while you still can. If I ever see you again, the encounter will not be pleasant. Minimum retainer fee will be sent. Get out.
That choice determined what I would find if I returned to the village after meeting with the ISB officer.
Well, look who it is. You did right by us. Dom doesn't trust easy, but you earned it. What can I do for you?
Next, warnings. Let's talk a little about playing this mod in vanilla Starfield. It's doable, but it requires stretching the imagination. There's a few issues, two of which I hope you will not encounter. As you can see in this footage, when I tried just adding the mods to normal Starfield, I did not get all the assets loaded. I don't mean that I didn't see all Star Wars assets. That was expected. I meant that I didn't get tables loaded in front of this vendor, or the bar in the tavern, and so forth. I don't know what the problem was, because I had all the required mods loaded in the proper order. My second problem was that even though I found the required evidence, I could not get the quest to advance when I played on vanilla Starfield. I was able to advance the quest using a console command. I've seen at least one report from another user who was able to play Deserter on vanilla Starfield without these issues, so I hope you will be successful too. The bigger issue is that Deserter is clearly a Star Wars mod. The terminology, setting, conflict, and tone are not really appropriate for Starfield. That was okay for me because I was more interested in the nature of the quest than being consistent with Starfield. My guess is that most people who try Deserter are just going to play within Genesis anyway. Also, I think the POI marker for this village is incorrectly placed. It looks like it's above the settlement. At one point, I tried fast traveling to the marker, and I found myself falling under the map. A final warning is that all the voices in Deserter are produced by AI. This was not a problem for me, but I know that's a turnoff for some players. Finally, conclusion. I enjoyed playing this quest. I could see a ton of work went into it. As a player, you could probably complete it in 10 minutes if you speed through everything. If you take your time and look around, you could spend 3 or 4 times as long, taking in the environment and the NPC dialogue. I like quests that have moral considerations, and that is the heart of Deserter. It is a little unfortunate that the ISP officer is so clearly bad, and that the villagers are so clearly good. A little moral ambiguity might have made the quest more interesting. Thank you, Patient Wave, for your work. And thank you to all my subscribers. Please consider subscribing to show YouTube that you enjoy positive and honest Starfield content. Special thanks to all channel members. I hope you're enjoying our private Discord server. If you'd like to know more about membership, click the join button on the channel. There is no obligation. I use your contributions to pay for drives for capturing footage and to buy creations for review. What have you been doing in Starfield? Your insights make this channel a place for positive and honest discussion of the game. In addition to videos, I also post to the community tab for this channel on a daily basis. If you subscribe, you'll see these posts in your YouTube feed. If you made it to this part of the video, please leave a comment with the word Clanka. Also, remember to ring the bell icon and select all notifications. Check out my other videos and please tell your friends about the channel. My name is Richard. I will see you in the Starfield.